right, time for a little upgrade. I've been seeing these large blue mats all over the place, and I figured it was time to try one for myself. Pretty large box. I'm a little concerned if this is going to fit or not. Figured we'd find out together. So it does come with some peripherals here. A anti-static strap with the alligator clip. A alligator clip to alligator clip, or male banana to male banana, and the a nice properly sized little ground lug adapter with 2 connections. Comes with these very nice pieces of attachment that I'm probably just going to throw away. I don't know who bought this to reuse and move around. Let's see here. This actually might be too big for my operation here. Ta-da! It is a massive surface. Like it takes up a lot. So the main difference between something like this, the blue guy, something like that, there's little magnets in here. Apparently a magnet like right here. Yeah, you can kind of see it snap in and hold it up kind of nice. There's a magnet here. It says magnetic on all the pieces that are magnetic, whereas on this one, there's no magnetism. The one thing this has going for it over this guy is, one, it's a little thicker. Second, it has the stud for a little snap-in piece that this one comes with. And you can put that on and then plug your stuff in. Whereas this mat expects you to do something more like this. You would grind yourself on this. Then I believe they want you to actually like pinch onto the mat and then take this guy and go into one of these and then also pinch onto the mat at some point. Now I imagine that the little nub up here potentially could be used for that. It grips on there pretty nicely, but I don't know how long you could do that without causing issues. Let's plug this in just for grins. And there we go. Thing I always like to do, it says it's heat resistant and easier to clean. Now, if you are going to actually be serious about the world of anti-static, you are going to want to pick up some anti-static spray, and it's just something that doesn't leave a film when you do the cleaning. And the reason you want to do that is because if you put a little film on there, then static electricity could potentially build up on that. And I'll say that with that cleaning agent, the little residue that it's shipped with is, yeah, it's definitely going away. It's definitely working pretty nice there. So you'll notice in this corner, I don't know if you can see it, I'll try and flex the light so you can kind of see it. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see a groove left in there from it just being shipped and packaged in a certain way. Not the biggest fan of that, but again, it did just get here. We're gonna go ahead, just give it the benefit of the doubt that that's gonna buff out. I've never been the biggest fan of these labels. Like they're assuming only doing computers maybe? I don't know. Like I do a lot of electronics side projects here. Like this mat is perfect for that. This stuff can sort of sprawl all out, and I'm not too worried about that. The blue is a much nicer color. I can see why so many of them are blue. The black, it was kind of always hard to more or less, quite frankly, see things on while I was working on it. This one's a little too big. I should have got a smaller one. One of the things that this boasts is that it is heat resistant, so I should be able to like accidentally drop my iron on here and not have, it's on by the way, 690. So yeah, it's not, ooh, look at that. I let it sit for a couple of minutes. Yeah, no actual damage. The other thing for cleanup is solder splashes. So we're gonna do a little test here. Ta-da! Do some more just because this is one of the most fun things I get to do on this channel is make a mess. And does this clean up nicely? Hey, look at that. It does. Can I pick it up though? Oh man. There. So yeah, why you want the ESD spray is it does work pretty good when you do stuff like that. And then it lets you sort of wipe this away, breaks that off pretty good. Yeah, got rid of our marks. Yeah, I'd say their marketing claims are accurate. Totally accurate here. It's nice because you're not too worried about just tossing electronics on here and not having them get destroyed. So there's definitely a benefit to this. Never been too sure why the tool trays were so massive. I mean, it is kind of nice that you can have a couple of screwdrivers hang out here. Some solder picks that can sort of snap into there. That's nice. A very fine tweezers also can kind of just chill out right there in that upper portion. So it is a useful mat. It's got a lot of real estate here, and it does force you to keep your bench clear for whatever electronic piece you're going to do. And yeah, the nice part about having such a large surface area like this is it will actually hold a laptop with plenty of space around the edges here for you to still work on. So if you are getting a mat to do laptop repair or disassembly or this or that, this size is kind of what you need to go for. I am going to link this product in the description. If you like it, if you want to upgrade your ESD mat, definitely recommend this guy from Kaisi, however you say that. I'm going to link this, and I'm also going to link the ESD surface mat cleaner, because if you're going to buy a ESD mat, you definitely need the cleaner. No shying away from that. Don't not get this. You need to get it. Don't think you can clean it with just soap and water. That is a big no-no. One disclosure I have to make is if you do buy it through that link, not only will I get commission, but they have a incentive going on where I'll get an extra 10% of the sale price of this in commission. So I'm obviously motivated to convince you to purchase it. Now, I did not get this for free. I did have to actually buy this, and I'm glad I bought it. Quite frankly, wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't to review it, but now that it's here, now that it's sprawled out, and I did see that I can make it work, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Ill-Informed Human. Bye-bye.